Virginia Governor Ralph Northam declared a state of emergency ahead of the storm. He joins us from Richmond. Governor, good morning. I know that a mandatory evacuation order has been issued for about 245,000 residents along Virginia's coastline. Are citizens heeding that call?
Well, good morning, and thank you for your coverage. Yes, they are heeding that warning. We have low-lying areas along our coast, very, very vulnerable to storm surge. And, you know, I remind people it's certainly the wind is a problem in these hurricanes, but it's the flooding, it's the rising seas that cause the loss of lives. So we have 4 zones in Virginia. We have ordered a mandatory evacuation of Zone A. We did that about 24 hours ago, and we're asking individuals that live in that zone to go to higher land, to inland areas, and to be safe. And they are heeding the warning, so thank you.
That's a lot of evacuees, but most people don't have a second home. People may not have family in the area. Do you have enough shelters?
Well, we have a number of regional shelters and also state shelters, and you know, people don't necessarily have to go very far. They just have to go inland and to higher land where they're safer, because there are some very low-lying areas in coastal Virginia. Those are the areas that we worry about, and we want people out of those areas because we just can't get to them if something happens.
Governor, there's been a lot of rainfall in Virginia this past year. Are there areas of Virginia where people wouldn't think that they were in danger, where they should think because of that previous rainfall they are now in danger?
Well, obviously along streams and rivers that are at risk of rising, and the localities will let those individuals know if they need to evacuate. So I just encourage everybody. This is a very, very dangerous storm, and I encourage everybody to stay tuned, to be vigilant, and to follow the recommendations that we make.
I know, but Governor, you know, there's always somebody that says, I'm going to stick it out, I'm not leaving my house. They hear it's a monster, it's vicious. So what do you say to those people to really convince them? And is there a point of no return in your mind that if you don't get out by X time, forget it?
Well, there is a point of no return, and when there's serious flooding, we just can't get to those areas. And, you know, I grew up on the coast. I have watched several of these hurricanes, and I would just ask these individuals to pay attention, to listen to other folks that have experienced this, and to heed our warning, and don't take any chances. This is about life and death, and we certainly want to keep everybody in Virginia safe. Yeah,
and you don't want to endanger people who are trying to help you, too. Governor, we thank you for taking the time this morning. We know you have a lot going on. We'll check in with you a little bit later on, I'm sure. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much.